Good evening, it's Jonathan here with another YouTube video. Today we're talking about Linux Mint and themes on Linux Mint. Testing, 1, 2, 3 testing. We have a theme called System Failure based on a wallpaper by that name. Hacker Green theme. So we're on Linux Mint here. If we go to the Linux Mint menu, we can go and see the welcome screen. There's the Linux Mint welcome screen, Linux Mint 22.3 on a Cinnamon 64-bit. That gives you a bit of info there. I think we're on the X11 Windows system, windowing system. Yeah. Here on a cool winter's evening at NASA, Big Tree Harare, for want of a better word. And you can see our weather here is coming from openweathermap.org. Also the same here, Open Weather Map, weather. And you can see how nicely themed they both are. See how nicely that theme ties together in all the aspects of the user interface, so to speak. These desklets can be moved about a bit. So anyway, I wanted to introduce this subject. If we go to right click and we go to change desktop background, we go to Linux Mint and we choose a Linux Mint wallpaper. You can see how that brightens up the whole aspect to it. Isn't that a phenomenal change? And we want to reverse the change. We go to change desktop background, go to my web folder, and we click on that. System failure. Anyway, so I'm not really sure where this video is going in terms of I haven't planned. It's a bit of improvisation. If you want to get to know Linux really quickly, purchase a copy of these books. You can see this is the Linux Bible and the Linux Command Line and Shell Scripting Bible. I've actually got to chapter 3 of the Linux Bible. It's really interesting stuff. The command line. Talking about the command line, here's my terminal. And if we, who am I? You can see I'm Jay in Wakeling. Jonathan Nicholas Wakeling. I'm also logged in as Jonathan in Wakeling there. And yep. So we're recording this video in OBS Studio, and you can see here, if we open the terminal, you can see that the home directory there has got icons in the same theme, and the web browser. If we open up my profile on Firefox, you can see my Monk Now Mozilla Firefox extension, Monk Now. I'll just give them a bit of advertising there. If we right click and go to settings, appearance, feedback and others, home page, and you'll see the Monk Now add to Firefox. A little bit slow on the page load. Anyway, gives you a good idea of what internet looks like this end. We won't wait any longer for that one. And then you can see a bit of my Monk Now Firefox or Google Chrome extension, depending on which browser you're using. It's available for both. And if you see, we've got the system failure wallpaper there, and Firefox theme to go with the hacker theme. See all that going on. See what it looks like in that sense. Compared to System Monitor, for example, which does not follow the system theme. It's got its own theme, and you can see it's completely independent of the Hacker green. I call it the Hacker green. It's kind of a standard color, black on green. Anyway, that's that. And then let's go to the themes. And you can see we've got, I haven't changed the mouse pointer. Applications, we've got Cinnamon-Hacker. Icons dedicated to Hackerer. And the desktop is set to Cinnamon-Hacker. And between gnomelook.org and Cinnamon Spice website for Cinnamon Mint, Linux Mint, you'll be able to find these themes. So go and have a look and run a Google search for Hacker Green wallpaper, and you'll eventually find this one if you try hard. I won't post a link. Go fetch. And then you can see my start, what we call a start menu in Windows. It's the whisker menu, I think it's called on Linux. And the only one that I haven't changed, you can see how it's highlighted as the web app, Gemini, Google Gemini. All the rest of the icons you can see have been transferred to the Hacker green. Hacker green. Yeah. And there I am, Jonathan Making. And just out of interest, we can go to my filing system here, and go to Documents, and go to Ongoing Projects, and go to sysfailure, and you can see what we did here. You can see we've got a variation on the Hacker theme for a profile image, which I'm brainstorming with now. Anyway, it gives you an idea. That icon is just at the top of my Jonathan Awakening on the whisker menu. All sorts of things installed. I've installed Critter and Critter graphics. Critter and the GIMP. Let's just do a GIMP page load so that you can test the speed of an app loading on the system. And yeah, we'll wrap up with that. Yeah, it goes pretty fast. It does go pretty fast. Anyway, that's the GIMP. Yeah. Okay, that's all from me for the moment. Till the next video, have a good evening and stay well. And I gather that there's some soccer being played at the moment, so may the best team win. And good evening. Let me just sign out of there. You can see what a sign out looks like. Sign out, log out, switch user. Anyway, there you have it.